Giuseppina's always surprised me, right from when she was born. When I first saw Josie, with her black hair and angry face, I shouted, "It's a boy." And the nurse lifted the baby and said, "No, she's a girl." And that is when my hair started to go grey. Josie was an understanding and sharing sister, especially to John. She would have commented like, "Don't breathe on me," or "I am not drinking his water, it's got bits on it." As a teenager, Josie went through a difficult stage. This is when she discovered the Spice Girls. And it all become, "I want, I want, I want." And she's got what she wanted today, as she married Matt. So let's place our glass to toast the bride and groom. Where's my glass?
So she took it with you.
Pages. We choose a Matt.
Cheers.
You next.
Italian!
For those of you who don't know me, my name's Matt. I'm not a huge fan of public speaking, so I'll make this speech as quickly and painlessly as possible. Let me tell you how Josie and I first came to know each other. Many, many years ago, Teal and I were walking into a little pub called the Courthouse. Unbeknownst to me, Josie saw me and sent one of her mates over, James, to come and introduce us. It was actually Teal who encouraged me to go and talk to her. I needed a gentle shove on my wingman because I was so nervous, like now. We ended up kissing, Josie and I, not Teal. She was slightly tipsy and may or may not have embarrassed herself. She disappeared for about 6 years, not sight or sound, apart from the occasional like on Facebook. One day, my band had a show in Stratford, actually the pub where her dad was working at the time. And lo and behold, the hot girl from that many years ago was at the show. Hello. We caught each other's eyes a few times at night, and she, being a bit tipsy again, sent me a message on Facebook which read a little bit like, "I may be drunko, but if anyone's crazy enough to marry me, please pay my wedding." My reply was, "I'll marry you, book us." So I really have a lot riding on this gig tonight. My band's called Fun. We're available for weddings, bar mitzvahs and parties. I'd like to add to Tara and Sal that these were the only 2 times she's ever been drinking. Some of you may not know this, but if it wasn't for my beautiful wife, I wouldn't be here today. The morning I proposed, I had a pretty serious seizure, and she saved my life. She got me into the recovery position, called an ambulance, got some sugar in me, and once I regained consciousness, they shot me in the back of the ambulance, and they quizzed me to make sure I was a bit more with it.
I can't touch that side.
They asked me, "Do you know my name?"
Daddy.
I said, "Yes,
Watch
Matt." "Do you know who this lady is?"
Watch out.
I looked deep into her eyes and went, "No, I'm sorry, who are you?"
Oscar, no.
At that point, I noticed the engagement ring and asked her where she got it from. She informed me that we're actually engaged. I then asked her if we're still going round to Joe's for steak that night. That was one of the scariest days of my life. Not only because I forgot who she was, but even through all this, she still managed to keep a sense of humour, as I found this when I unpacked my hospital bag and there was some shampoo and a hairbrush in it.
Can't touch it.
Josie, there's no one I'd love to spend more time with than you. No one I want to wake up every night to move up to the bed because you've fallen asleep on the couch than you. No one I want to annoy with my random trivia about the actor from that show that we're watching, or wake you up in the dead of night to ask you the burning question on my mind. Do penguins have knees? Who's the adult voice of a Simba? And in case you want to Google it, yes they do, and it's Matthew Broderick. No, wait, in a second. You have been my rock through times, and have always picked me up when I needed it, even if I didn't realise when I needed it. You have helped me raise such an incredible child and showed us both endless amounts of love. The wedding was originally supposed to be in the registry office, but we decided to move it to the church when we realised we couldn't fit all of you in. Josie can be a little bit shy when it comes to meeting new people. When we changed plans to meet the vicar, I had to go and discuss everything. Me being the knight in shining armour, off to go and meet her and discuss the plans. When I came home, I gave her a bit of grief about meeting the vicar, and she said, "Thank you so much for meeting him, but when you think about it, I pretty much sorted everything else here," which is 100% true. Josie has been absolutely incredible, and all I really had to do today was get dressed. I didn't even know the venue about an hour ago. Right, Joe, where can I begin? You are the Batman to my Robin. I've known Joe for half my life now. When I first met him, he was kicking cupcakes through some random flat's window. I thought it was someone's geeky little dick of a brother. But over a short space of a few months, our friendship grew, and I later moved out of my parents' house and moved into a house with Joe. Although I don't think I can ever forgive him for breaking my my parents' sugar pot, but that is a different story for another time. It was by sheer accident that Joe started dating someone who turned out to be best friends with Josie. They're now actually maid of honour, best man, but more importantly, godparents to Oscar. A massive thanks to our amazing friends and family for all the help they've done today, and just life in general. Whether it be financial help, babysitting, or giving up your shed for the 3 tons of wood I've saved to make that bloody sign at the back. Oscar's lucky enough to have 3 amazing granddads and grandmoms. Liz, Tara, Mom, Nigel, Dad and Sal, thank you for everything you've done and continue to do for us and Oscar. Now guys, I know what you must be thinking. Poor man, 2 mother-in-laws. But you're wrong. I couldn't have wished for better in-laws. It was a terrifying ordeal for me meeting the family. A little South African boy becoming part of a half Georgie, half Sicilian, not Italian family. But they've been so welcoming, and I'm honoured now to call you officially my family. I'd also like to say thanks to my parents who have put up with me for all these years. You've given me the best start to life. Thank you. It's because of music that Josie and I got reintroduced. Music has been a huge part of my life, with my band's been my extended family. We've been through a lot over the years, and they've always stuck by me. With that in mind, I have a little treat for you now. I couldn't be even more nervous. Over the last few weeks, I've been secretly having singing lessons. I'd like to perform a song of Britain. That's right, I have prepared a little bit in Italian, which I can or cannot absolutely mess up. It's up to you. It's probably going to come up French. Yeah, right, I'll give it a shot. I'm sorry if I messed up, Rosa. Vorrei tanto a me, Josie, il lungo viaggio che avete fatto per niente voi in questo giorno speciale. La famiglia è importante per lei. Avendoli conosciuto, ho capito per te. I've just messed it all up. Grazie per avere questo giorno memorabile e stupendo. So everyone, I hope you filled your bellies, I hope you destroy your livers tonight, and I hope you dance the night away. So my beautiful wife and my family and friends, old and new, salute.
My turn.
No, it's not your turn, Oscar.
Oh, my.
No. Oscar, stop. Oscar, you can't touch it.
No,
Just watch. No. Oscar, no.
it's mine.
Oscar, it's not yours, it's mine.
No, it's my turn.
Oscar.
That's it, you lost it.
No, you got one
That's it. That's better.
Oscar, give it to
Put him on the stage. Put him on the stage.
Sit back down.
In Italian.
It doesn't work now, does it?
No.
What do you fix, Oscar?
We've lost the mic. You're not getting
Come on, Oscar, let's go. If
I
anyone
don't think he minds too much actually.
This is really
He's enjoying it. That's it.
Come and look at the camera. Give the microphone back to Daddy. Yeah, and look at the. Yeah, Oscar, come and look at the picture.
I'm actually speechless. And I didn't break the sugar pot, Alison. That wasn't me. It wasn't me. Not pointing fingers. There were two of us there, and it wasn't me. Okay. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank you all for coming today and helping to make this day such a special occasion. No one's ever been quite daft enough to ask me to be best man before, so please bear with me. If you've got mobile phones, just keep them switched on, because you're probably going to need to check your Facebook after about 45 minutes. Kidding. Apparently a speech should be personal, so like me, this is going to be short and not very funny. Firstly, I'd like to say how gorgeous Josie looks today. Thank you. Absolutely dazzling. I mean, it might be the reflection from his head. You don't know. But and let's not forget the bridesmaids too. You both look stunning. You know it's a special occasion if it makes Lizzie get into a dress. So honestly, you're all privileged. Matt looks quite acceptable too.
Just watch that.
He's tidied up well for what is basically a shaved gorilla in a suit. So this speech was originally a few pages longer, but I had some rules from various people, and now it's considerably shorter. I considered risking it, but yeah, there's a few. Yeah. I thought I'd play on the safe side. So when I first met Matt, who's will be back soon. He had waist-length blonde hair. He was wearing a floral pink shirt, and he was on his lunch break from the perfume shop. So neither of us are the mature, sophisticated individuals that we are today. But since then, we've went from being friends to housemates, and then when he moved out, we became friends again. You met Josie, and it wasn't long before they moved into a place of their own, and that was great. After his funny turn, I don't know what to call it, I was pretty proud of the fact that he remembered steak night over his proposal. That's commitment for you. I'm really happy to have been part of this wedding. It's a wonderful celebration of both of your time together and time in the future. So it's been an absolute privilege watching you go from a couple into a family. Really has. I'm not done. I'm really sorry, I'm not done. So much effort has gone into this day, and I'm sure you can all agree it's been absolutely worth it. So from choosing the bridesmaids' dresses and the bride's dresses to organising stag and hen do's, it's been a long time in the making. I'd like to thank everyone that came along to Matt's stag do. Actually, showed their support. It was I know it meant a lot to Matt. Words would have worked just as well as paintballs, in fairness, but yeah. So recovered yet?
No, I've still got bruises.
Another project for the weddings was the illuminated signs that are at the front there. They've turned out really well. You can rent them, and they're actually quite expensive to rent. So we figured we'd save a bit of money by making our own. But yeah, when you add up the materials and how much time did we spend? Yeah,
6 months.
I'm not sure how much we saved, but yeah. Just to illustrate how impressive that is, for those of you who don't know how practically minded Matt is, yeah, this is a guy. One time he tried to mow the lawn.
Oh, no.
When we were living together, and he filled up the petrol lawnmower, and he was pulling it over for about half an hour. And then he called me out, and it filled up with engine oil. So it makes the fact that he's made those and retained all 10 fingers pretty impressive. So yeah. So I'm sure you're all glad to know I'm pretty much done. I'm genuinely so happy for the both of you. And Jose, I hope you'll occasionally lend them back to me.
I need some time off.
Yeah. I know we've missed our lazy Sundays together. You had a name for them, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't repeat that name. But okay, so I'll shut up now. So I'd like to join me in a toast. So if you wouldn't all mind raising your glasses, ladies and gentlemen, to the newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Higgins.
Oh, show!